Yep, it was one night. It was a very cold night, below zero. I remember I was really tired and wanted to go home. 2 o'clock in the morning. It was closer to 2:30. Locked all the doors, and there was a fire raging. The block was burning in Lynn. You could smell smoke everywhere. The heat was so intense. It was so incredible. I went back inside the building and locked the door, and could hear banging on the door. It was the fire department. You have to evacuate the building. I can't leave the building. I was afraid to leave the building, so I just went back in and locked the door. And I heard this woman, hello, hello, hello. I opened up the door, her, the man, and all these people were out there. They were all seniors from the senior built center up around the corner on Lewis Street, Lewis and Broad Street. They had evacuated the seniors all out of the building. Some of them had no coats on in the freezing cold. I opened up the bar and I let them all in and waited and waited and waited for almost 3 hours for the Red Cross to come and get them out and bring them to safety. And the firemen came in. I would give them Coca-Colas and drinks of water. And that was pretty much my story. I had a reporter that came and did a whole story about it from Rhode Island. The heat was so hot that it was 92 degrees, the temperature, and I had the air conditioning running. It's a Lynn ladder, which was across the street, burnt right down to the ground. This is how close the fire was. And I was on the phone with the fire department, the head of the department, and I told them I'm not going to leave the building. And so they put a fire, um, they call it the hose truck, on both sides, one on Saratoga Street on the other side, and one in front of the bar. So there was fire trucks on each side of the bar pouring water on the roof. Saved the building from being burned to the ground. Saved the bowling alley next door from being burned down to the ground. If it wasn't for that night, if it wasn't for me refusing to leave the building,